Hey, what's up? This is the second recording because the other one I completely fucked up the audio by holding my cell phone in the wrong way, which I was probably blocking the mic. So yeah, I'm going to redo it all because this is really important to me and I want to show Misty being scared of my finger. No, essentially, there's a huge project that I've been wanting to do for like 5 or 6 years, and another smaller one that has been like on hold for like 7 to 8 years, pretty much. And through a lot of time and effort, and Vicky finally convincing me to do it, we pulled it off. It was a lot of blood and sweat. For like 4 days was a marathon of like IKEA furniture building. That's one of them. And big statues unboxing. So essentially, long story short, but you know it's always a long story with me. It's polyresin stone statues from Force 4 figures and gaming heads. And I've been collecting them since like about 5 or 6 years ago. That's the big project. But I've never had somewhere to put them on. Never bought shelves and shit. So essentially, I would just unbox them, check if there wasn't any breakage, and then I would just box them back and pile them up. And eventually I moved here in my condo that I bought, and I it was too daunting to do because by that time, at that point, I got like already more than 20, and right now when I stopped buying those, I had around 29, and they're not small statues. They're pretty big and heavy, so can't really buy any furniture to put them on, especially if you don't want always to have like to dust them off, and if you live with cats. That's one of the reasons also I couldn't display them easily in my old apartment. With my ex, we had 4 cats, so couldn't take any fucking chance, especially considering the price I bought them for, and especially the price they go for now, which is like easily at least twice the price to even more than that sometimes. So yeah. So I'll show you also, it'll be a way of doing a mini semi-botched tour of my condo for those that never saw it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So essentially we'll start with that one. That's an older one I had. My father gave it to me, but essentially before it was there where there's the big shelf. That's new. And we moved it here. I still have a tube TV, reason being, oh, by the way, you'll probably see me in the reflections. I'm bare-chested, I'm in my boxers, so don't mind me. So yeah, I have a tube TV because there's some games that you can't play on those kind of TVs, which are the light gun ones. So I keep one around just for that. And it finally came through as being useful since I kept it a long time ago because me and Vicky played through Resident Evil Dead Aim. So that was fucking awesome. With the gun con 2 and everything. So yeah. So I'll just show you quickly stuff I got in there. And then that's one of the new furniture I got for which is mostly my old consoles and some little stuff. It'll just essentially like pens for like if an order comes in or whether I have to sign something or whatnot. But mostly the old consoles. There's also a Switch in there and a Wii U, which is obviously more recent. But yeah, essentially PS2, Dreamcast. That's the Wii U gamepad. Xbox. There's a PS Vita here. Sorry for the very poor lighting. And then Switch, GameCube, Nintendo 64, and SNES. Yeah, my PS4, 3DS, PS3, Xbox 360 are all there with like controllers and like got a load of crap in those. And yeah, that one, and it's really a big weight off my shoulder. Same as for the statues that we'll see right after. Statues even more so, but this one, I like it's a ton, like a shit ton of games that I had since I was at my father's place 7 or 8 years ago, about, and I put them in big boxes and never ever like got them out, except like if I wanted to play one game I had to go through all that shit and never had like a proper shelf to put them on. And I finally bought one, and finally they're all there. So yeah. And it's really nice like finally seeing them like on a proper shelf and all there and shit. Feels fucking great. Me and Vicky like also took the time to like go from like most recent consoles to oldest by also like starting with Sony and like Nintendo and then like Microsoft, and in alphabetical order within those like consoles. So yeah, yeah, my 2 boxes for my 2 gun cons that I have. And then that's an older shelf, which is essentially also for my older games and handhelds. So like PS1 stuff, even with like old school OG boxes for like the PS1. And then, yeah, 3DS stuff, DS. There's even like Game Boy Color, and GBA. And some older games I have a very few. In fact, the Nintendo 64 and Super NES I had, like bought them pretty like recently. And I never used it yet, but I wanted to have one because I know there's some games that are only on there still that I wanted to play like on the physical hardware. That's actually from Gaming Heads. It's a life-size replica of the collectibles you get in the most recent Doom games, and it does even the sound effect. So that's pretty dope. That's a replica of the Dragon Flute from Power Rangers, of the Green Ranger. It does pretty much all the sound effect in it too, but I won't play them all. Then that's the old shelf that was there. So all the stuff that's in there fit in there, if you can believe it or not. But there's also some stuff that wasn't in that one, like the SNES, but like not much. Essentially, I was like piling shit up. And it's very old. It was my father's before, and I think it might be even older than me. I don't know, but yeah, as you can see, it's like beaten up. Doesn't fit well with all the rest that's like black and minimalistic. And that shit happened because we moved from one time I moved from Trois-Rivières to Laval years ago. It was like I think 2014 or 15 tops, and like me and my stepmother were stupid. We forgot to like just tape the top so that this wouldn't like fucking slap back when we put it on the side to put it in the trailer. And yeah, that happened, and all the wooden pegs like got all the weight on them and just fucking exploded the wood. So it's pretty much like only holding those two parts because it's squeezed by the wood, the sides, and it's resting on like metal little pegs. So yeah. And yeah, then that's also something I had before. It was the only glass cabinet I had, and the only place I could show off collectibles, which was, as you can see, mostly amiibos. Essentially, I got a bunch of plushies of Monster Hunter from Japan. Those are Monster Hunter Story amiibos. There's this little figurine, a little polyresin stone statue of as an ogre and Elegiacrus. There's some pellicles in the background. Then it's all fucking amiibos. All those. Honestly, even if I don't use them, I like them because like they're good quality for the size they are and for the price they are, and it's just nice to have them all like that. Also, now we'll start with the first statue. I also have like, yes, I know, crap pop, but I mean it was Resident Evil and Monster Hunter, so I couldn't resist. Same for like Doom. So yeah, Amaterasu from Okami. That motherfucker doesn't look as big, but like, look, I'm 5'9". My hand isn't really small. That shit is huge. It's not the biggest I have, but yeah, that gives you an idea for the rest. They're smaller, of course, than that, but yeah. And the exclusive always come, usually, most of the time, it's a light up feature they have. And I think this one even has a mirror under. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, it's a light up feature. There's some statues that I was too in a rush to do that video. It's a huge weight off my shoulder as I keep repeating, and a really big achievement to finally have like done this done thing task. So yeah, that's why I was in a rush to do it. I didn't have enough batteries for all the exclusive figures to have like the light up feature on. But it's life. So then we have Beautiful Joe from Beautiful Joe. The gem in the front and his forehead would light up if I had the batteries. Prince from Katamari. Then Beat from Jet Set Radio. If I had the batteries, those sparks will light up. And Nights from Nights into Dreams. That's our little collectible pieces. Sorry for the for the Sonic Maniac collector's edition. That also comes with a little slightly shitty but kind of cool anyway PVC Sonic on the old school first model of Sega Mega Drive or Genesis, depending on where you are. And it does that also, which is pretty neat. So yeah. Other than that, we have oh yeah, and by the way, those big black shelves, we're going to I'll show you two of them. We did two of those motherfuckers. That's a new thing. Like this one, two of those and two of those. So yeah, it was a lot of work, like this shelf and that shelf. That's all the furniture we got. It was a 4-day marathon, like I'm saying, and we slept at impossible hours every day. So yeah. Oh yeah, and we're probably going to see my reflection a lot in those. Anyways, so first one, we'll go with Kratos, no, I think it's Kratos, in fact. Yeah. Those blades should light up, but I think the batteries are running low. When I turn them off and then back on, sometimes they light up, but sometimes they just don't. It's like mini watch batteries. It's not hard to find and buy, it's just I didn't take the time. Eventually I will, and the button is kind of hard to... there it is. Yeah, the battery are pretty much dead by that point, I think. Same for that one, yep. So, then we have, that's my favorite one, I think. That one is a really close second. I hesitated a lot, but I think this one beats it. But yeah, just Samus in her light suit from Metroid Prime 2 is just fucking great. Like all the lighting they put on her suit and everything, and the platform. I just fucking love it. And she's big. Like, look at that. Look at that. So yeah. They're tall motherfuckers. Like him. Like, look at that. Anyways, yeah, so Alucard from Symphony of the Night, which is one of my favorite games of all time. And they did him good, man. There's the Family Sword and the Crusade Grim. And there's the Family Shield too. Those aren't just like props. I made them look like props, so it's pretty fucking cool what I could do with those. But what I was able to do essentially. But those could be put instead of his arm or hand to hold, so you can hold those also. So it's pretty cool. It was the exclusive version. It also came with a really dope art sheet that I'm going to eventually put in a frame. Ideally a Victorian style frame. It was Vicky's idea, which is very good. I'm pretty excited to do that also. That is Dracula from Lord of Shadows. Essentially, the exclusive version came with the blood cup, and the other one just holds one of the handrests. And yeah, me personally, honestly, I fucking love that spin-off series. It's really great. I really like. I'm not offended because I really consider it like a spin-off slash reboot and not like a continuation of the series. So I didn't mind that they were changing a lot of stuff and redoing everything. And I think they did a pretty good job to what they were aiming for. So I mentioned that because like everyone shits on Lord of Shadows for some reason, but whatever. Then we have Vise from Skies of Arcadia. And then we have, obviously, our boy Sonic, modern version from Adventure, with the little sparks because he's running fast, and those lights for the water from the first stage. I don't know if we're going to see, yeah, sometimes it flashes and sometimes it stays straight. And for the water, sometimes there's some sides, as you can see, that like dims and then lights up to do like a watery effect, which is pretty cool. Then we have the Doom guy, and I'm really sad I didn't have the batteries. It took fucking 6 AA batteries for this one, but I didn't. Sadly, I didn't have those. But yeah, all the lava would light up and do like some kind of effect. It would have been pretty fucking dope. Also, it would have lighted the statue a bit, so you would have seen it better. But yeah, it's just fucking Doom. It's amazing. It really does a great job of like replicating the original cover of the first game. Then we have, oh yeah, and by the way, I know like it's really like shitty lighting in all those squares. Eventually, I will buy LED lights to light them all up properly. No worries. Again, I was just so excited and couldn't wait to show you guys. So, holding like Chaos Gems, Chaos Emeralds. Let's be correct about this. Honesty. Let's be nerd about this. What, you wanna sniff the feet, Robotnik? Okay, so that was the cat break. So yeah, and then Tails, classic Tails. That one also should have had batteries. The Tails lights up. Misty, what are you doing? Be a good girl. Don't break anything. I'm watching you. We're all watching you. Be careful. Thank you. And of course, that dude is fucking huge. So yeah. Watch out, Misty. Oh yeah, when we were building those, she would like go in one of the squares that were empty, and we closed the door, and she just like lay there and be happy and watch us work on the rest of the furniture. It was pretty fucking funny. So, big girl, boop boop. You have to. Yes. Finally understood. No, don't. Good. So, then we have Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal, Black, more precisely, like the recent version of him. There's a little like prop bullets on there. They're loose, like you can grab them and like put them wherever you want. The headlights up. The Keeper from Evil Within. I fucking love that one. I think it was one of the first I bought. And that's like the exclusive version, so it had that head added. This second head, I put it there because I thought it was really fitting, especially since when you fight the Keeper, every time you like kill him, he just like respawns from one of those laying around. So yeah, I was able to use it as a prop, so I was pretty happy. My Doom plushies, Landy from Shenmue, and Rio from Shenmue also. Sadly, the only statue that I don't have an exclusive edition. It was sold out, the exclusive one, and I was able to get that like at a lower price, so I went for that one. I didn't have as much money back then, and I didn't want to hunt an exclusive version with the tiger mirror. This one has a dragon mirror as a platform. On eBay would have been really pricey, but now I kind of regret it a bit. Anyways, Then we have the 25th edition of Classic Sonic, which is really fucking amazing. With the the like panel that spins and the light that like gradually goes faster and slow. All of that can be adjusted. You can adjust the speed of the light manually. You can put it like all on all the time. Also, the panels, the colored panels on the panel itself are magnets. So those two it's all interchangeable. So you can do whatever you want with them, which is awesome. And yeah. Look at his cute face. Anyways. Then there's a PVC Crash Bandicoot from First Four Figure also, which I bought because I didn't know they were going to do like a full-size one that we'll see pretty soon. Yeah, if I would have known, I would have just bought the other one. But then again, it put some Crash everywhere in my house, so it's kind of cool. My Double 3 Collector's Edition. And that's pretty much it for that. There's just that also. Almost forgot. That's stuff that was all there before, but still. That's a really... It'd probably be hard for the camera to like focus properly, especially with the lighting and everything. But as you can see... Oh, pretty good. It's a fucking ugly Leon from Resident Evil 2 that I got when I was really younger. Like, you know, those shitty figurines that they always fuck up the face, especially. They always have a fucking hard time to, like, do justice to the faces. Yeah, one of those. I was really happy back then when I had it, and I'm still happy because at that point it's like derp Leon. Anyways, Al Simmons, when he was a human and a mercenary before becoming Spawn, which is my boy right here in the Violator in the background. All stickers that I got from Fangamer for buying their shirts. Buy their fucking shirts, they're really good. They're a bit pricey, but they have some great artwork. Also, yeah, the little figurines I got from Binding of Isaac in the Edmund McMillan shop. And he sent those with them because I think it was a pre-order. So that was the reason why it was a special also. The Cole McGrath little figurine I got with the special edition of Infamous 2. It's kind of shitty also, weird face and all. But honestly, I don't care because the special edition came with a full-size replica like of his messenger bag and really high quality. I'm still using it in wintertime because I have a lot of pockets in my winter coat and I don't need as much space in my backpack. And yeah, I fucking love it. That alone was worth the price of the special edition, honestly. So yeah, it even came with a mini comic book, which is fucking cool. That's a Spawn figurine also. It's a character that was never in the comics. But it's just like, you know, McFarlane just having fun creating like characters that are like Spawn-like and cyborgs and shit. And yeah, there's some collectors of games here. My tabletop games from Resident Evil, it's like a trading card game, sort of. And the Zombies game that I bought and never played those, of course. Like the fucking ton of games I have, always. It's always like that, but still kind of glad I have them. It's like a collectible also. And also that's where I got my map of Resident Evil Outbreak. It was a contest at the shop where I bought it, and I won, so So yeah, that's pretty much it. Then we have the other best stat. That's all it's called in IKEA. It's the best stat model. So let's go. Fast as fuck, boy. Okay, so that's the last pieces. So Banjo-Kazooie, from Banjo-Kazooie, obviously. That one was fucking pricey. Reason being the exclusive edition. The platform, the Jiggy here, that's actually fucking metal. So, and the way it's made, the gold plating, it's not actual gold, but the method they use to make it like really high quality is really fucking pricey to do apparently. So yeah, and even that little Jiggy and that note is also in metal, so It's the easiest like of all of them, obviously, just because of that. Then we have Fighting Kirby and Sword Kirby. Those should light up, like the little kick flames here, and the swoop should light up, but I didn't have the batteries. Then you have Metal Knight, that I didn't have the batteries either. The flames and highs should light up. And that one was supposed to be on its own shelf, like right there. But, well, in fact, it was supposed to be there, the Kirby's were supposed to be there, and that Spyro should be with the Crash. But I kind of forgot to calculate the fact that they had backdrops and like props and shit. So, yeah. And you know what? The worst is that we took like a whole fucking day organizing all that crap. Like, which, like, hunting down like the furnitures, and like taking all the measurements, making sure all the statues with their specs and shit that we found online somewhere missing or whatever, like could fit on all those squares and shit. So yeah, and that happened anyway. Oh yeah, and I'll be honest also, if it weren't for Vicky, my girlfriend, none of this would have been possible. She did a lot of the like pre-organizing work, like hunting down which shelves would probably work, and then the day we organized all the rest, like she made me choose between those that she sought out, and also like she motivated me to do all that fucking shit, which was like really daunting. So yeah, thanks. I love you. So yeah, the backdrop is fucking great. And his eyes, the exclusive version comes with the backdrop, the acrylic, like fake grates, and interchangeable eyes, so you can give him like different looks from the game. Then yeah, is a classic look also, with the backdrop and the chest that came with the jewels prop. Oh, by the way, don't mind the the elastic bands. It's just a polyresin stone. It bends sometimes in the shipping, even if you put them away like properly over a long period of time, like which in my case years. It just fucking bends a bit. So it was the rear foot where the rear feet were off the platform a bit. So we just put bands to like hold him down. And eventually it's just going to like form back into like that position naturally. And yeah, the base lights up. Then we have Ratchet and Clank with Clank here. And we have Sly Cooper and Misty. That's intruding, as always. And for last, we have Jak and Daxter with Jak and Daxter again, mom from Jak 2. That's the first one, with the little fake grass. So it's pretty dope. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm like so fucking glad this is all done finally after all this time. Anyways, I tried to oh my god, it's 28 minutes, almost 29. Jeez. Yeah, and it was supposed to be shorter than in 25 minutes of my first video I made, so yeah. Anyways, have a good one, everyone. Love y'all. Bye-bye.